pressure was so sabotage. One sabotage. Pressure was so. Pressure was so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Football Insights. A quick Champions League review for the Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the Thursday game because I've been very busy. I will be traveling, so maybe probably you might not get a video up to, let's say, Tuesday. That is next week Tuesday. So a lot happened. The Champions League format has changed, and then now most especially for match day 1, we played on Thursday. I think match day 2 is also going to be on Thursday too. We'll be playing from Tuesday to Thursday, and this kind of fixtures I'm talking about come back to what is actually happening. Something is happening in between the players. You can equally see that they have been discussing among themselves. But let's get straight into the video. So click on the subscribe button. Let's talk about the players, what they have been saying, before the Champions League kicked off, this particular season kicked off, press conference and other things on Monday, and then only on Tuesday and other things. A lot of players have been talking. Jules Koundé is one of them. Rodri is also one of them. Dani Kabaya, one of them. A lot of players, they have been talking. They have been speaking out that the amount of game is too much for them. It is too much for them. Now UEFA Nations League is there. Now FIFA Club World Cup is also a tournament on its own, 1-month tournament for the players. Now Champions League format has also been changed, and then now instead of 6 games, we are now playing 8 games. It means that more games and more money for UEFA. So the players are complaining, and then they are threatening to go on strike. Now, if the authorities doesn't do anything about this particular fixture, this fixture congestion, they are going to go on strike. And then I feel like, from where I stand or from where I sit, I feel like, they deserve it. They deserve to be heard because they are the main character of this particular sport. Without players, we cannot play football. What is football without players? They are important as fans. Without fans, there is no football. Without players, there is no football. So I think their grievances must be heard. They have to factor their health because the injuries are becoming too much. The injuries are too much. So I think I agree with them. The fixture, something must be done about the fixtures. Do I think that something will be done right now? No, I don't think so. But it is something that has been started. So let's see what happens. But let's go into the match day 1 results of the Champions League Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Juventus won by 3-1 against PSV. Nico Gonzalez scoring. Juventus, they have not considered a goal, but they considered their first goal of the season. PSV Eindhoven, they scored them by 3-1. Very, 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 very good performance by Juventus. Now Weston McKennie, the boys scoring, Nico Gonzalez, and then the boys. So now Juventus, when you watch their team, you could feel that they are gradually moving from the old Juventus team that we know, 38 years, 35 years, 34, 30 years, 31. Now they are moving from that angle to a newly young side. So when you watch the Juventus team, you cannot even find, let's say, 32-year-old in the team or 33-year-old in the team. Everybody is kind of young in the team. So that is what they are doing. So Morata is doing really, really, really well. I think 3-1 against PSV is a very, very good result. That is Juventus out there. So that is what happened with the Juventus. Aston Villa also won by 3-0 against Young Boys. The Young Boys, they went to Switzerland and then pasted Young Boys by 3-0. This was expected. Of course, Aston Villa, they are on form right now. John Duran, Will Watkins, Amadou Onana, he scored a goal also. Very, 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 very brilliant performance by Aston Villa. This is what I love to see, not what Newcastle were doing in the Champions League last season. Aston Villa, I know you can do something. You have the materials to do something. You have the materials to go far in this particular Champions League. So Aston Villa, 3-1 against Young Boys. Early days yet. Young Boys are not a tougher side, but let's see what will happen. I think Aston Villa will be playing against Real Madrid or something. They will be playing against the big side. So let's see what happens with the big side. But Aston Villa won by 3-0 against Young Boys. Tiliman scored, Ramsey scored, and then Amadou Onana also scored for Aston Villa. Let's move to the next fixture. Bayern Munich 9-2 against Dynamo Zagreb. The Blue Bad Boys. Yeah, that is their nickname. The Blue Bad Boys. Dynamo Zagreb or Dynamo Zagreb. What a game! 9-2. Bayern Munich. Oh, Ademunya Botreka cry. Bayern Munich. Just be merciful. I mean, be merciful. Harry Kane scoring 4 goals. I think Michael Olise scored. Leroy Sané scored. Leon Goretzka, very happy for him. He came from the bench. He's not been getting playing time, but he came from the bench, scored for Bayern Munich. 9 goals. Harry Kane, very lethal striker. Harry Kane, bro. Harry Kane, 4 goals. So, a lot of things happen in the Bayern Munich game, but Kompany is doing well. He's doing really well. The goals are coming. The goals. This is the Bayern Munich that we used to know. They will score you 7, you will score 3. I mean, they don't care. They can score 6, you score 1 or 2. They don't care. So this is the new old Bayern Munich that we know. 9-2 against the Blue Bad Boys, Dynamo Zagreb. Milan also lost by 3-1 against Liverpool. Van Dijk scoring, Konate scoring, and then Dominic Szoboszlai also scoring. Gravenberch had the man of the match, assist by Chimikas, another assist by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then Kodikapu. Kodikapu was very good on the day. But let's quickly check out this particular picture on the screen. You can see when the second goal was coming, the Van Dijk goal was coming. You could see Van Dijk trying to, get in front or trying to get the first ball. But who was marking him? Tijani Reynolds. I mean, I love you. I think you are a top player, but you didn't track VVD very well. You didn't track Van Dijk very well. So Reynolds, you should do more about this particular, situations. The defensive shape of AC Milan was very poor. Very poor. But AC Milan lost in the San Siro. Christian Pulisic scored early in the game. Christian Pulisic scored, and then San Siro was buzzing. But Liverpool, of course, if you look at the material that they have and then the material that AC Milan are having, bro, there is difference in this particular material, because even in their front line, they changed almost everybody, or except, let's say, Mohamed Salah, of course. But Kodikapu came in, Luis Diaz was even on the bench. So Liverpool, they have squad depth, of course, especially in the attack, they have squad depth, but they won by 3-1 against Milan. Real Madrid also won by 3-1 against Stuttgart. Stuttgart were very good on the night, but Real Madrid took their chances. They won by 3-1. Bobby Hendricks scored a very brilliant goal. That goal was not, the shot was, there was no power in the shot, or there was no punch in the shot, but it was a technical shot. When I watched the shot, it was a very technical shot by Hendricks. So Hendricks had his first goal in the Champions League, so very happy for Hendrick. Mbappe scored, and then Rudiger also scored for Real Madrid. Rudiger, very happy for Rudiger. Real Madrid winning by 3-1 against Stuttgart, but they were dominated by Stuttgart. Stuttgart played really good football. Hoynes and then his boys played really good football. But Real Madrid, you can play the ball, but they will take the win. In the Champions League, especially in the Champions League, they will take the win. So Sporting Lisbon also won by 2-0 against Leo Metropole. Angel Gomez had a red card. Victor Gyökeres scored. Victor Gyökeres boy. Victor Gyökeres, this guy is a monster. He is a goal machine. So Victor Gyökeres scored for Sporting Lisbon. They have been doing really well. Especially Victor Gyökeres. I think January. I don't think he'll move January, but next summer he's going to move. I think so. Next summer he's going to move. But Sporting Lisbon doing really well, especially Victor Gyökeres, Ruben Amorim, and then his boys. They are doing really well. They won by 2-0 against Leo Metropole. Bologna also played 0-0 against Udinese. Bologna, the kind of boring football these guys are playing, bro. They don't deserve to be in the Champions League. They don't deserve to be in the Champions League at all. But they played 0-0 against Shakhtar Donetsk. I'm very disappointed in Shakhtar Donetsk too, because Shakhtar Donetsk, you have been participating in the Champions League from time to time. So I expected much more from Shakhtar Donetsk. If Bologna will not play up to expectation, or they will not live up to expectation, I am expecting more from Shakhtar Donetsk. But they didn't do anything. They couldn't show anything, Sparta Prague also won by 2-3 goals to nil against Salzburg. Salzburg, very disappointing results by Salzburg, because Sparta Prague, and then you sit there, allow Sparta Prague to score you 3 goals to nil. You didn't even score a goal. Bro, that is so embarrassing from the side of RB Salzburg. Celtic 5 goals to 1. Celtic 5 goals to 1. very funny, But this Champions League, a lot of teams are here. I don't think they don't deserve to be here. This Champions League, look at the fixture. Celtic, bro, 5 goals to 1. Dortmund also won by 3 goals to nil against Club Brugge. Sekou Guirassy scored, and then Getson. Is it Getson or Getson also had 2 goals there? Inter Milan, Manchester City. 0-0 goalless draw between Inter Milan and then Manchester City. This particular game, I think, was boring from my end. It was very boring, because Inter Milan had, I don't know what they came in the game with, but it is, of course, it is Etihad. So you would have to map up a plan to, at least get a draw at Etihad. But I don't know what Inter Milan was doing. Whenever they get the ball, they will be passing at the back. Of course, Soma is very good, no doubt about that. But when you get the ball, they will be passing the ball at the back. And I'm so surprised. Manchester City were pressing them, but they couldn't get the ball. They were passing the ball at the back. I don't know what was at the back. Turan, very disappointed in you, because you had a lot of chances that you could have converted these kind of chances. You didn't do it. Mendy Taremi, disappointing as well. Lautaro Martinez came in, and then as at that time, the game was close, because Manchester City had gotten the ball, and then they were playing the ball. They were not allowing Inter Milan to play the ball. So as at when Lautaro Martinez was introduced, Manchester City had the ball. So to speak, he was useless in the game. He had 1 or 2 chances, 1 or 2 shots, but he couldn't materialize, or he couldn't capitalize on that particular chances. But Inter Milan, they were compact defensively, and then in terms of midfield, very compact. But they were moving the ball at the back, which was very needless. Very needless from Inter Milan. PSG also won by 1 goal to nil against Girona, an own goal by Gazzaniga. Gazzaniga was very brilliant on the night, but the kind of goal that considered was very appalling by Gazzaniga. But I don't blame him so much, because he had done really well for Girona, So let's move to the Thursday games. Benfica 2 goals to 1 against Red Star Belgrade, or Red Star. That is their, I will call them Red Star. They have a new name, but I will call them Red Star. Leverkusen 4 goals to nil against Feyenoord. I knew that these guys were going to cook in the Champions League. Florian Wirtz had the man of the match, a lot of goals in the first half. 4 goals to nil against Feyenoord. So Leverkusen, I am expecting big things from you this particular season in the Champions League. Let's see what happens. Victor Boniface and the likes played his first Champions League in his footballing career. So very happy for Victor Boniface, the Boniface man. So Leverkusen, very convincing win by Leverkusen against Feyenoord in the Netherlands. Arsenal, Mashibet Keke. Arsenal 0-0 against Atalanta. David Raya saving the penalty. Very good by David Raya. But Arsenal, bro, Arsenal. So are you telling me that without Odegaard, you cannot score a goal? No, you should be more than that. Arsenal should be more than that. The earlier you accept it, the better. Odegaard is not coming back right now. So find a way to, create more chances to score more goals without Odegaard. Because you cannot tell me without Odegaard, you cannot score goals in 2 games. Bro, Arsenal are, you guys are ahead of that. I know Odegaard is a very crucial player for you guys, but you guys are way ahead of that, But Arsenal 0-0 against Atalanta. I expected Arsenal to win, or Mashibet by a man a day. Atletico Madrid 2 goals to 1 against Leipzig. Griezmann had the man of the match. Sesko scoring. Jose Maria Jimenez Jimenez also scored the last minute goal for Atletico Madrid. So Atletico Madrid, they are doing really, really well. Of course, they have invested. So the investment should show in their result, the kind of results they will be getting this particular season. So I'm expecting big things from Atletico Madrid this particular season. They have to win a trophy this particular season. I don't care whether it is the the Spanish Premier La Liga, the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Supercopa, or the Champions League. They must win a trophy this particular season. Brest also won by 2-1 against Tom. Bro, this on any day this should be a Conference League match. Brest shouldn't be in the Champions League on any day. This should be a Conference League match. But I don't know what happened in the Champions League. More money, more games, and then it is going to produce more Nkoso games. Agreed. Barcelona also lost by 2-1 against Monaco. I am very happy with this particular result. I think Monaco could have scored more. I think Monaco could have scored like 7-1. But Barcelona, I will give it to them. After the red card, by the way, Ter Stegen, what was that? Well, you had two options, and then you decided to, put Eric Garcia in this particular situation. Bro, you don't do that. Ter Stegen is receiving all the backlash from Barcelona fans. When you go to Barcelona groups, it is bloody there. Ter Stegen, they are firing him left, right, center. But Barcelona, they have still lost, their first game of the season. It was 5-5. And then Monaco did the job for us. Monaco did the job for us. 2-1. It could have been more. But let's see what happens. Barcelona did well. After the red card, they showed passion. They pressed, they did really, really well. Lamine Yamal had a goal, but still they lost by 2-1 against Monaco. Let's see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, this is your review of the Champions League. What do you think about these more games and then the complaints of the players? What do you think about Barcelona losing? What do you think about Arsenal? What do you think about Real Madrid? Bayern Munich scoring 9-2? Just drop all your comment down below. This is Football Insights. My name is Kobo. This has been your Champions League review. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourselves and peace.